Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 13.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Messi.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cannavaro. Can he get it through? And he's worked it through. He's got plenty of space out wide. Shot, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Kimmich goes short. Tries to get it clear. And it's Timber. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Xavi Alonso. Now it's DiMarco. DiMarco ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Threads one in. That's destined for the flank. In by DiMarco. And that is expertly dealt with.
Is that the first time we've seen him try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Saliba. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And smartly reclaimed. Driving on and making good progress. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ah, such a clever touch. DiMarco. DiMarco powering forward here. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 17.
Italy are making a change now.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Messi. That is good strength. He has found the way through. Maldini. And he's forced to go back. And it's DiMarco. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Oh, that's fabulous. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Maldini gets over and intercepts. Guendouzi. Guendouzi running with the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's De Bruyne. Mateus. And here's Drogba. He's played it back. Nicely spread. Knocks it into space. That's a nicely shaped ball. So much time and space here. Oh, what has happened here? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Sostituzione
So we have
per
movement
l'Italia.
on both benches.
Numero 15, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 7, Iniesta. Attenzione, un cambio.
If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And it's Iniesta. And this is Drogba. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Barcelona have their second corner now. Kimmich with the short one. That's very neat. Shoots! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Saliba, Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. It's Drogba! Timber pokes it out wide.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di
Good
recupero.
defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kimmich. Here's Tchouaméni. Saliba.
Well, they've chosen the correct way to see this out because the opposition press is very weak.
And that will be the final act. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Now it's Trossard. Back they go. Knocks it into space. Well, they do call it the beautiful game, and the man we see before us now personifies all that is good about it. He is known simply as the King.
It's as though the game was made especially for him.
Voted the greatest player of the 20th century, but he is so much more than just that. He is a symbol of charisma. Shoots! Goal! Barcelona! And there it is, his 10th goal, his first mini milestone. And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Alaba. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Tries to pass it through, looking for the run. In towards the back stick.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And the shot!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Schmeichel breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. De Bruyne. Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And he's worked it through. He's in one. Nunez! Oh, good finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Reminders of a golden era in English football, I should add, and it continues to hold its place in the modern game. Playing a second striker runs the risk of being outnumbered in midfield, of course, so with the wider pairing and fullbacks, plenty of running has to be part of their play.
And it's rising! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Where it came from. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Trossard. Trossard is fouled. So Dida between the sticks for this one. Widely recognised, as we all know, Jim, to be one of the great keepers from Brazil.
The Big Easy. For me, there was indeed a time in his career where he was considered as being one of the best, Peter, if not the very best. You don't have a career like his unless you're quite special.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
That has been cut short. And it's De Bruyne. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. Kimmich. Driven in. Nicely aimed pass. Oh, well played, well played. Del Piero gets on his bike and on the move. And he's managed to get free. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. In it comes. Trossard. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. No, that's been intercepted. Quality ball. Cruyff running with intent. And it's Cruyff. Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And Del Piero! Wonderful from Del Piero! He's got himself an absolute peach. And France are in front. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Played through into space. Del Piero in acres of... And the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Well cut out. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's their second corner of the game. Cruyff! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Pedro Porro. Ferran Torres. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saliba produces the perfect tackle there. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets, looking for options for movement. Pedro Porro tries a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Now that's well seen too. De Bruyne. Looking to play. Shot, surely! That's a lovely, neat pass. It's not an especially good pass, that. Ferran Torres. And he's intervened well there. De Bruyne. And it's Porro. That is a brilliant interception. Cruyff. Looking for a runner. Dink through. And this is Hullet. In by Hullet. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. This possibly the last play of the half. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Barcelona come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And we are back on the way.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Driving on and making good progress. Just no time to dwell on the ball there. Del Piero. Nicely weighted ball. Drogba's cross. De Bruyne. Now it's Darwin. Oh, he's in! Must be! Goes for a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Real pressure penalty, this. A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected.
And the shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 15.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
8, le numéro 7. Le numéro 24. À leur place, le numéro 9. Ibrahimovic. Le numéro 22. Le numéro 25. Le numéro 19. Messi.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Trossard under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
He's having a good look here.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Sola! Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Oh, for the keeper to get down to that was top class, but to actually stop himself from spilling it was exceptional. That's great goalkeeping.
Pedro Porro. Ferran Torres. Kimmich. Well, they've got it again. Zola. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ibrahimovic. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Always onto this. Batistuta! That was superb goalkeeping.
Batistuta is offering a wry smile there.
Attention, changement.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Saliba. Pedro Porro. Messi. And it's Tchouaméni. Now Timber. Just eases him off the ball. Zola. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Perez. Messi. Very nicely done. Pedro Porro finding himself in space. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And he's being shifted off it. Timber, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He's onside. Messi. Perez. Perez. Threads one in. Pass is just off target. Batistuta going after that. Saliba. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Opts for safety. And it's Alaba. It's Kimmich. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. And claimed it back swiftly. Batistuta. He has a look up. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And he is going into that little black book.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro
Kimmich
6
is standing over this one.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
And it's Alaba. He'll try from distance! Another one of football's and how moments.
Alaba has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Messi, great vision.
France clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And it's Batistuta.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Shevchenko constantly looking for the ball into the box. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
de temps additionnel.
We are into overtime. Ibrahimovic. That has been slung wide. He has found the way through. Drills one in. Courtois deals with that nice and simple. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And we're done. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things already rolling. Free-flowing, fluid, flexible, just some of the words that describe the genius that is Ruud Gullit, a player whose impact on the game remains so profound, so relevant today.
Yeah, you could almost say he was the very first all-action, all-athletic number 10. All those marauding runs from deep, going box to box, these weren't the sort of things expected from a playmaker back in his day.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Deco. And he plays one through. He has found the way through. Messi, he leaps for it! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Pedro Porro. He's gone forward. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
For De Bruyne. Kimmich. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Perez. And here's Nunez. Oh, super ball. Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Gullit is in a really good position out wide. Deco.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Timber. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's De Bruyne. Ambitious ball here. Great work on the overlap. Shevchenko. Shapes to shoot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Guardiola. Now it's Hullet. And it's Guardiola. Guardiola. And Azar. Oh, that's nice. Azar purring through the gears. Shevchenko. Played into space. And he's worked it through. And Darwin. Nunez! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And we have our very first corner. Finds himself unset. Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Timber. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Azar, very much a man of this moment. Guardiola. Deco. And here's Hullet. He is just caressing the ball. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Azar. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Perez. Shoots! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Barcelona are up by 1 then, but really feel they should be up by more. Barcelona up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que este estadio dispone de un circuito cerrado de televisión para garantizar su seguridad.
So the action resumes.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
This ended up in no man's land. Pull it. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Timber, a picture of focus and alertness. De Bruyne. And it's Messi. And it's Timber. Looking for the run. Timber finding himself in space. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's had it nicked away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's good running with the ball. And this is Hazard. And it's played in. And that is expertly dealt with.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Goes for a shot! It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Hazard, who can single-handedly make a difference. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Messi touches it back. Deco. Guardiola. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, such a clever touch.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to...
There's the shot! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, distance never seems to be an issue for some players, and he's certainly one of those. The opening was there, I guess. Worth a try.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
El dorsal 9. Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
Guardiola. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And here's Drogba, showing good feet. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! And that's a tidy finish. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Guardiola. And here's Yamal. Now it's Drogba. Sneijder. Tries one from range. And that's a real chance missed.
Sneijder fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
It's Sneijder! It's bounced back off the post.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Drogba. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Messi. Shevchenko under intense pressure.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And this is Sneijder. Oh, that was vital. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a sharp pass. Could move up a gear here. Guardiola. Oh, there's a probing ball. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, good-looking ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Trossard, and they're quick to get it back. And it's Messi. Somewhat off target. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time, and he's picked out the run.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Alaba. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. There's the whistle. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Now that's well seen too. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Batistuta. Shevchenko. Alaba. Perez. Right, Shevchenko. Timber. And it's De Bruyne. And it's Shevchenko. Knocks it into space. And the through ball. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And this is Messi. And he's had a chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that really is so impressive. So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Timber. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Always onto this. There will be a throw-in. And he was quick to react. Messi. Perez. For De Bruyne. Messi. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Shevchenko. Now it's Messi. And it's Shevchenko. And it's Messi.
Such good technique.
And that's a dangerous ball. Perez. Kimmich. Here's Shevchenko. Messi does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Messi. And it's Kaka. That pass has been well intercepted. Timber. De Bruyne. Messi. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's found support out wide. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Saliba. Pedro Porro. Baresi makes the interception. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Darwin. Rijkaard. And here's Shevchenko. Perez, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Porro.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Kaka. Looking for options for movement. He's in a great position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kaka. And here's Messi. Oh, it's a great ball here. Messi. And it's Porro. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nunez proves just a little bit too strong. And here's Perez. And for the first half, that is that. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Barcelona are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. So, into the second half. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Perez. Tonali. Messi. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Darwin. Great defending, strong and determined. Kimmich. Messi gets into a good position. Look at the space here. And he's cut it out. Timber. Shevchenko. Oh, shooting chance! And a neat finish. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's a promising position. Khan deals with that nice and simple.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard. Kaka. He's found a way through. Perez. He's a sharp little ball here. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. Saliba. And it's Messi. Nunez! Nunez! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Nunez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance here. Getting up there! Oh, it rattles the bar.
Cambio de
So we have
jugadores
movement
en el
on
Barcelona.
both benches.
El dorsal 20, el dorsal 10, Messi, el dorsal 22. Serán sustituidos por
Barcelona
el dorsal
still have the
15,
cards to affect
el
this
dorsal
game.
13, el dorsal 12. Cambio de jugadores.
Rabiot. Now it's Batistuta. Shevchenko. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedro Porro gets over and intercepts. Just about up to 75 minutes. Darwin. Pedro Porro. And it's Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise. Oh, this is a terrific run. Has to go back here. Bruno Fernandes.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Barcelona really will have to throw everything at this now. And it's Shevchenko. Zanetti has the space to scheme. And this is Shevchenko. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Bruno Fernandes. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And the referee has shown him a yellow card. It's not an especially good pass, that. Rabiot. Nice sequence of passes, this.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Bruno Fernandes. Shevchenko touches it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Now it's Shevchenko. Darwin. No, didn't quite have the weight on it.
Un minuto de descuento.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Spread to the right. Kimmich. The end, time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner of course, but... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I get the feeling, Peter, that this guy, Michael Elise, will be very much on show here. He's...
And Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this. Brilliantly cut out. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking tidy in possession here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne. Messi. Now it's Batistuta. Nicely spread. Now it's Shevchenko. Oh, easy pickings there. James. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And it's Messi. Messi gets on his bike and on the move, and it's been given away. Oh, he's burst through. Batistuta! And that would have been some goal.
Well, such a fabulous run, and he was fully intent on rounding it off in some style. Great strength, wonderful skill, terrific balance, but he seems to have rushed the finish.
James. Messi. It's a searching pass. Quarter of an hour played. And it's Shevchenko. Neither side yet able to find the net. Shevchenko gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. Now this could be a chance. And Batistuta! Goal! Barcelona! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
You felt it was coming. Messi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And a header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Pedro Porro. Barcelona currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Messi, good driving run. And Shevchenko. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. That's really well manoeuvred.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Almost half an hour in now. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball. His real chance! And it's in! They are purring, truly purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Darwin. Now it's Batistuta. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Bruyne. Kimmich is always scanning the pitch for targets. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Shevchenko. And this is Messi. Tries a shot! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Oh, important interception. Jordan have the chance to go the other way. Haaland. Oh, good take in a good area. Crosses it in here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Pedro Porro. Kimmich. Now that looks a decent ball. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
Batistuta clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. He's having a hit! Time and again they are repelled. And here's Shevchenko. Distributed tidily.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kimmich. De Bruyne. Messi has created one goal already. And Messi! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket anthem! About as smooth as it gets. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Batistuta.
Barcelona are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Now it's Mbappe. Haaland receives it, goes for the shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Roberto Carlos. Very nicely done. He slings it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Pedro Porro.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.026 espectadores.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. It's gone out for a throw-in. De Bruyne.
Well, Peter, he's looking particularly sharp.
And certainly on the hunt for his personal treble.
Yeah, and I certainly wouldn't go against that, although he may keep an eye on the bench for fear of them taking off.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Darwin. And it's De Bruyne. Shevchenko. Now Pedro Porro. Knocks it into space. An instinctive delivery. Terrific effort! Oh, it's hit the post! Final touch was poor. Now it's Haaland. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And here's Haaland. Timber makes the interception. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Batistuta. And this is Shevchenko. Roberto Carlos did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Can he get it through? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. De Bruyne running with the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's a pretty loose pass. Keeper has taken decisive action. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. So, third corner of the game. Tries the cross. Getting up there! And he's stuck it away! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Gol. El dorsal 21.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona are chirpy, cheerful and contented. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. This terrific, familiar sight for all who follow Latin American football. It has featured in so many famous international tournaments. So off we go then. So Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Showing good feet. Plays it across. Getting up there! Mane gets flagged offside.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen. Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep. And don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too.
Howson defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Trossard just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
You can run onto that. Timber. Paris Saint-Germain yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's played forward. Hops for safety. Perez. Now that looks a decent ball. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Batistuta. Nice interception, well timed. Timber. De Bruyne. Messi. Now Trossard. And it's Kimmich. Nicely weighted ball. He's having a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Howson. It's just beyond his reach. Perez. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kimmich is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And it's Perez. Good read, needed to be. Mateus. Ambitious ball here. Well timed, excellent interception. Kimmich. And it's Alaba. Now Timber. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
De Bruyne, played out to the left flank. Trossard. Pass is just off target. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Mateus. Chance! It's in!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top draw.
It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Trossard, and it's Porro. Tries to pass it through. Trossard picks it up out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. And it's claimed by the keeper. And we've reached half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Paris Saint-Germain come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Señoras y señores, tenemos un niño perdido. Al padre de un niño con camiseta amarilla se le solicita presentarse en el centro de información.
So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Nice looking ball. Floated through. Courtois claims it, safe hands. Pedro Porro. Kimmich. Alaba. It's Kimmich. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Picked out brilliantly. Shot, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he has kept it out somehow.
O'Reilly clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Al Nassr with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Mateus goes short. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Saliba. Paris Saint-Germain, still this single goal behind. Now Saliba. Pedro Porro. Now Saliba. And it's Timber. Perez. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's being urged to shoot. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
De Bruyne. Perez. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. De Rossi. De Bruyne. Kimmich. Edmilson. Now O'Reilly. He's looking wide. Look at the space here. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número 20.
So
Número
changes
7.
afoot here, and
Número
from both
29.
sides.
Número 10.
Al Nassr are doing very nicely,
Número
thank you.
32.
There's a certain
Número 6.
authoritativeness in
Número
everything they do
41.
now. If
Número
they want to kill off this
27.
game,
Se está
now's the time
realizando
to
un
get it
cambio.
done.
Paris Saint-Germain are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now, can they get him away? And he plays one through. Chouameni. Timber. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Shevchenko. Caceres. And he's in on goal. It's Vieri! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Well, he's looked very lively. He really wants to put this game to bed.
That's the keeper's ball. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now it's Shevchenko, and he's being shifted off it. Serginho knocks it out wide. Cross from Robertson, and he's cut it out. Looking for the run. Now it's Messi. Howson gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through?
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Caught offside that time.
Paris Saint-Germain are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack for that matter.
Alaba.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
There's the shot! Yes! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality. And that's it.